Hello, it is a Saturday afternoon and I am at my local CVS, which is a drugstore, which is pretty popular in the United States. I'll show you the sign. See that? I'm holding an ice scraper. I'll tell you why in a minute. I'm at CVS. Now I want to show you something, and I just went around the store and I just noticed something. You see these little piles of dirt? Like here's one here. Looks pretty innocent, doesn't it? There's one, it looks just like little clumps of dirt. Like there's one there. And you can see all these little piles of dirt. Now we do have red mud around here. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but there's a lot of iron in our soil. It makes it kind of red. In a lot of places it's darker than that. It's very dark. Now here's another one. It's a giant clump. It just looks like a giant clump of dirt. There's one over there by that bush. You see that? There's one there. Oh, there's a big one. Check this one out. This is not what I came here for. I just thought I would show you this. There's a big one right there. And look, they're everywhere. Look, they're over there and there. They're all over the place. And if you go around the back, there are tons of them, but I don't want them to think I'm a freak. I'm not going to walk around. It doesn't get a lot of use right now. Okay. Now, if this does what I think it will, you're going to see something pretty cool here in a second. You watching? There we go. Check it out. Now, you do not want to touch that. Look, they're all over that. Those are what we call fire ants. Whoop, don't let them get on you, because right now they're very agitated. Look at it. Look at them just spilling out. And if I went to any of these other piles and did that, the same thing would happen. You can see here where they've built their nest. See, they're in and out of the little sections, little catacombs. I'm trying to stay away because I don't want them to get on me. There are thousands and thousands of ants. And people are driving by looking at me like I'm a crackhead. I don't care. We have fire ants here. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with fire ants. I know they have some other name, I know. But what they do, they're very small. I'm going to put my finger kind of close to it so you can see how small they are. Now, some are different sizes. Some are a little bit bigger. Like a beehive, these ants have different jobs, and depending on what their job is, they may be a little bit bigger or smaller. Way down in the ground, of course, you have the queen, but we're not even going to try to find that. But look at them milling around. Now, by this time tomorrow, they will have rebuilt that whole thing. It is incredible how fast they build these nests. When they bite you, and they are very aggressive, they will bite. That's why I use this, and I was not going to touch that with my hand. When they bite you, they bite over and over and over and over. And the venom, the ant venom stuff that they use, causes the bite. When they bite you, because I've had this happen to me, the bite stings and itches and burns and hurts all at the same time. It's like you don't know whether to scratch at it, or it's like you don't know what to do. It's the most horrible feeling because it does all four of those things at the same time. It stings, itches, burns, and hurts, and it sucks. One time I accidentally stepped down into a fire ant nest at my mom's house, and I had on a pair of sandals, kind of like I do today, and they got all down in my sandal and bit me and bit me and bit me. There were probably 24 ants on me in a second. And they bit me up. And my foot swelled up. It was horrible. Because at the same time, my foot, while it was swelling up, it itched, it burned, and it hurt. And it was stinging. It was horrible. But you can see how they're all milling around. There are a bunch of ants that always stay at the surface on these nests, and they're the guards, and their job is whenever anything disturbs the nest, they leap out and attack it, which is what these ants were ready to do. Which is why when I poked at it, I backed away. But you can see here, there's still ants in there. But you can see all the little tunnels and things that they have dug out of that dirt. So anyway, and I'm sorry, my hair is an absolute mess. I'm sorry. That's a fire ant nest. For those of you who aren't familiar with them, When I was growing up, we didn't have these things here, but we do now, and they are absolutely everywhere. Sometimes they come in with topsoil that comes in from other states. That's what I've heard, is that's how they spread here. They came from other areas of the country that had them in truckloads of topsoil. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I really don't know. Let's go do one more, since I already have people staring at me. Come over here. Let's look at this. Let's look at this big one over here. I am going to do some videos this afternoon. I really am. I was going to do one last night, but we were watching a movie. I kind of fell asleep on the couch. Look at this. Man, look how big this one is. Look, it's up over the grass here. And you can see when they weed eat, they don't weed eat that thing. I don't blame them. I wouldn't either. Okay, I got my ice scraper. It's kind of hard. It's a hard surface, which is odd because we've had a ridiculous amount of rain this week for it to be this hard. I'm going to poke it down in there. Look at them. Oh my God, look at them. That's crazy. Woo! They're reaching my feet. That's just outrageous. Look at them. They are always, these ants on the surface are always ready to attack. That is their job. They're always ready to attack anything that disturbs the nest. Is that not nuts? But yeah, you definitely don't want to let them get on you when they're agitated like this. See, they start to spread out. They will bite you and bite you and bite you and bite you as fast as they can. Okay, it's really hot out here today. It is insanely hot for April. Of course, it's almost May, but it's very hot out here today. And I'm going to put away my ice scraper now, and I'm going to head on back to the house. But anyway, I saw these ant nests while I was driving by, and I just thought I would show you fire ants. I hope wherever you live you don't deal with these things, because they're a nightmare. One good thing about them is you know where they are, because they make those big mounds. You know, you can see their nest usually. It's pretty easy to spot. You just have to kill them. I mean, they just have to be dealt with. So you definitely wouldn't want your kids ending up getting tangled up with those things. So, or yourself, because it's awful. Like I said, when I accidentally stepped into one of these nests at my mom's, it was awful. Anyway, I have some more videos coming later today, at least 2. And I will see you later, and I hope that you are having a fantastic weekend. Bye-bye.